Yo, welcome back to more Nekomonogatari episode 4 finale. We are finishing this very short series, and it's honestly like perfect for what it is. I want to shout out comments made by Blaze Armada and all Patreon. Appreciate y'all. Blaze left a comment that pretty much really resonates with my feelings towards this series within Monogatari, which is like we've been told a lot about it. Like we know a lot of the major stuff that happens in this series, even how it ends, like with Shinobu and Hanekawa, but the amount of just characterization you get, context, just new information is really cool. Leave it to Monogatari to still give you that. Even going into it can be like, well, how good can this really be? Fucking good. Last episode was really fucking good. And I really want to shout out even more of the details they pointed out, because like beyond everything I talked about at the end of last episode, there's just, of course, in Monogatari, there's so many little things into it, like Tsukihi humming Platinum Disco for the first few seconds we see her in the beginning of the episode. I would have never caught that, just because like I just would have never caught that. It's wild. Nitanal pointing out the use of a phrase in the episode called Neko Kaburi, which is translated to wolf in sheep's clothing, or having a mask that disguises, you know, a hidden side of your personality, like your true side, right? You know, that idiom. But the fact that it has a Neko in the name is so Nisio Yusin. Shout out to Nitanal for bringing that to my attention. That's so cool. Yeah, the beginning scene of the episode, also pointed out by Nitanal, showing the contrast of Hanekawa's household and an Araragi coming right home, and you immediately see just the comparison of just how warm Araragi's is compared, like it's very open compared to how close Hanekawa is, and also maybe too open in Araragi household's case, but it just really shows the huge contrast there in the way that they live, and just really makes you feel for Hanekawa more. And last thing is that in the opening, Hanekawa appears to be traveling around, also pointed out by Nitanal, who was reminded how back in Bakemonogatari she expressed a desire to travel after graduating. So holy shit, man, appreciate y'all. We see with the Sowari Neko, like especially as she was leaving the classroom after that whole scene, you know, after, you know, we learn more about it and more how she's like directly channeling Hanekawa's like deep hidden feelings just come to the surface, like directly acting on her behalf, on her desires, on her knowledge, which was really interesting to find out. Combined, like her knowledge combined with the Sowari Neko enough to combat Meme Oshino, but also because she's familiar with him, like not killing him, not going that far, because they fought 20 times, so of course she was showing mercy, even though it's supposed to be a lower tier oddity. Just that combination, she's so suited for it in an even more heartbreaking way, just due to their interaction of how she buried the cat, like not even out of sympathy, like that wasn't even there for it. So it's like the Sowari Neko has like a whimsical interest because she's so unique. But it's really fucking sad, man, because especially in those moments when she was leaving the classroom, but we see the Hanekawa braid, like her original braid, coming out. Still really love that, and just the moments she had of just being like just distance from Araragi. Just it's fucking sad, man, because it's like we see like how comforting Araragi is to her, and of course there's like a part, of course, that she wants him to do something for her, I'm sure, but it's just she's so fucking like down on herself and how she feels just about her life, like the way she was raised, like she's been really fucked up, so she's just like, you just better stay away from me, like you're just gonna end up hurt, like literally physically, but still, like that's how she genuinely felt before. The confession at the end with Araragi, so like I don't just like love her, I would die for her. Just like the word doesn't even encapsulate the feeling that he feels towards her, which I really appreciate it, man, because it still fits with the whole thing of like you know, Tsukihi was right, I don't love her, because that's the conclusion they came to. But then for him to realize at the end there that it was because he doesn't love her, he realizes it was much more than that, and I appreciate that coming to that point. That was so fucking good, dude. So yeah, man, I'm just ready to see how this can go, how this can end. It's really like it's gonna end with Shinobu and how, you know, going after Hanekawa, doing the drain, but as with the past 3 episodes, I'm sure there's gonna be much more to see, many more cool moments, you know, with Shinobu coming back into the picture fully, because we did see some cool characterization with her early in the arc in the first it was episode 2, but like, you know, at the start of it, and I can't wait to see her in this one as she plays a major part in how it ends. And so yeah, with the threat of the Sawadi Neko saying I need to attack 500 more people, you know, until the stress is all gone, like it's stress relief. With Araragi now wanting to do it, like anything to save her at this point. We'll see what happens next. So I guess until it gets to the point with Shinobu. So let's see. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Wow, just prostrating himself before Shinobu for help, right? She is the vampire to help. Gosh. Just for days, just trying to get her to help, man. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he definitely needs her. I mean, they need each other in general, but definitely for this. I need a lighter just to listen to this song. Ah, it's so pretty. Hmm. Just a little more. Just a little more. The ray of light's coming. Let's go. Hmm. My first feeling. God, man. It feels like she's just devoid of so much, but her feelings towards Araragi are, at least, are very genuine. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry? Whoa. Oh my god. Heart under blade. Apparition Killer is the AKA. Amazing. Kokoro Watari. Hell yeah. Thank you, Shinobu. Okay. So, they're back home. That sword. Oh. Which was? Oof. Alright, so now he knows about that. Ooh. A piece of shit. Jesus. What? Utterly innate goodness. Disgusting. Of course. Sure. Huh. Convenience. Spoken like the true balancer. Wow. Too virtuous. That's wild. Oh, the hell of being shown your own ugliness. Wow. Holy fuck. What a perspective. Jesus, that is brutal. Brutal neutrality. Hmm. My man. Oh, alright. Oh, shit. Hmm. That's back to episode 1. I'm just hot for her. Oh my god. You're misunderstanding. Only kills apparitions. Holy shit. Did we learn that in Kizu? I remember it, but I don't know if we learned that. Okay. So that's how. Alright. That's your best friend. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Too predictable for the Sawadi Neko. Right. And using Hanekawa's knowledge, it might account for that, especially. I hope. Huh. I love this show. No, I'm not gonna say that one. Oh. Hmm. Fair question. Can find a way to lure her out, maybe? Huh. Wow. Okay. Your way. Ultra C. For better or worse. Alright, Araragi. This is your path you've chosen. Let's see where it leads. I have a feeling it's gonna intersect with a Memes plan later. But either way, Shinobu's gonna help. Oh dear. Right on time? Question mark? Well, that's some kind of timing. Hello. She wearing different lingerie. Oh wow. Wow. That slipped out. That face. Wow, because he sent her that text, I'm gonna be killed by a vampire, help. Wow, and that's why she was like, "Are you okay?" That's wild. What a lure. And it worked. Because it's still Hanekawa's feelings. Mmm. I don't hear a lot of nyas. I know, right? There wasn't any nyas. Wow. Wait, from the start? Holy shit. It's just her. It's still her. As shown. Wow. Wow. Brilliant. Believe these okay. Too nice and too strong. Kind of tied into what Meme said. Holy shit. That's you. That's wild. So it wasn't really a possession. Okay. Mmm. Surrendered yourself. He's not gonna treat her like a victim. God damn. So that's what happened. Jesus. What an interesting perspective to that. Holy shit. Mmm. It's true. Acceptance, right? Like you can curse your luck, like your fucked up life, but you accept it and you keep moving. Hmm. There's an actually an apparition. What the fuck? Wow. All that on. Cause I'm your friend. Hmm. Wow. You won't become my hero. Wow, like she already knows. Hate her. Okay, I had to resync here because my ooh, because my episode paused. Crunchyroll's been having problems. But yo, this is they just admitted they hated each other. I don't even know what to make of that. Or if Araragi was just trying to make it easier. Gosh. Whoa. The flashing back between. Oh, she was saying that about herself. Oh my god. Yo. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Wow. He did say he would die for her. Fuck's sake. Always getting his guts ripped out and beaten, which should be to death. He just got bisected. Oh my god. All for those he cares about, man. This is like. You see this shit so much. Oh. Wait, she's writhing in pain. For hurting him? Oh. Yo. What the fuck? He swallowed the sword? So it hurt her when she. Oh my god. Yo, like it. That's fucking amazing. What the fuck? The Sowari Neko. Yeah. The apparition's in a lot of pain. I love that. That the Sowari Neko's the internal and it's been Hanekawa's just surrendering herself. Shout out to Kiss Shot. Mmm. Yeah, something she didn't know about. You truly only know what you know. As we said. Mmm. Wow. Fuck, dude. What happiness. Mmm. Yeah. Huh. Oh, here. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Fuck's sake, man. Oh. Yo. taking over like more. She's surrendering herself more to it, or it's just enraging? Right, okay. Fuck. She grew fur, dude. Mmm. Yeah, just wow. Never sympathize, never look down. I like that. Beyond your circumstances, just who they are. Ooh, here we go. Woo. This sashimi. Oh shit. That gonna heal? Yeah, that's gonna heal him. Just grow new legs. I like how it desummons the old ones. Hey, even grew back your pants. Like it just transferred it back over to him. Mmm. Such is your bond. Let's go. Let's watch a vampire do work. Oh, took it back into herself. She was so fast. Not that it would have been easy. Yeah, she's just writhing on the ground. But yep, there she is. Reset. Hmm. But, but, but that's fine. Hmm. Okay. I guess that's it. You know, Hanekawa has her guitar in the opening. You just imagine her playing it. Somewhere to stop, huh? Ah. Huh. It's back. Wow, and that's why she has it. Why she looks out, she looks in Bake. Doesn't remember anything. Okay. Wow. Black Hanekawa. Class present at form. There you go. A new modern age demon. I love that dude. I don't know he made up that name. I've seen that in the waifu bot in Discord, but that's all I saw was the name. Ah, okay. Wow. So what is at that point her consciousness returned? Wow. A new apparition. Gosh. Hmm. A demon called family. Right. The family was an apparition. Hmm. I do wonder. Oh man. Wow. Oh, I'm sad. Wow. She was wonderful in Kizu to Araragi. Of course. Exactly. Hmm. Yeah. Huh. Let's keep it as that. The happiest situation. Uh, we've seen that. Hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Hmm. Love. Uh, yeah, he's not gonna say it. Never. Oh, it's sad. Oh man. Yeah, he will. For the first time in my life. Whew. Regardless of what kind of future. Hmm. Never. There it is. Damn. Oh, Senjo. I climbed the stairs and then Bakemonogatari. I like that. Oh, that was a good ending. Wow, man. What an episode, man. I feel like in discussing it, in the post episode discussion, I'm gonna miss a lot of shit, but I'll do my best. That was great though. Hmm. Bittersweet interference. All right. Never. The Death Watch Beetle. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Ah. Subasa Tiger. Oh, Shinobu. There you go. That's the end of Nekomonogatari. In true Monogatari fashion, a pretty bitter, I'll say bittersweet, because I think what's really cool, like beyond the episode itself, was just so much. Like there's so much to unpack this episode that it's so hard for me to even begin to like recap on just seeing it once. Like it's just hurting my brain just to like where do I even fucking start? But like the first thing on my mind is like, so I think it's beautiful that how at the end Araragi's like, also very sad in everything around it, but it's beautiful in saying like you taught me how to care about someone. And when I think about that going forward and how he was able to care for Senjo Gahara and everyone he encounters in Bakemonogatari, it almost like due to his experiences with Hanekawa, like most of which she can't even remember, it's like set the stage for everything that he accomplishes later in his relationships later. Like for him at the beginning of having met her, saying like I don't have friends, like friends make me weaker. Like for him to say like you taught me how to, that's so fucking beautiful, man. And then there's the sad part of him telling himself that I don't love you, and the contrast of that and him looking up at the sky and repeating her name over and over, Hanekawa, Hanekawa. Like it's like he's telling himself that because he feels that is the happiest outcome for the two of them. It's really fucked, man, because then I also think of what Memo Oshino says about like how Araragi says, I wish she had come to me for help. I wish she had asked for help. It's like, well, you know, literally asking for help is not the only way to ask for help. And you know, that kind of caught Araragi off guard. Like, and I think that really like speaking of things that lead into Bakemonogatari, I think that really ties into the end of Bakemonogatari when the Sowari Neko, or Black Hanekawa, excuse me, new apparition, comes back and is obviously very stressed due to Araragi. And it's like it's something he just didn't address before. Like he didn't consider it like the whole series, even though she was suffering under the surface the whole time and all their encounters. It's like it's really fucking sad, man. But what, because I really like these two, but it's so like complex between them, and it can be so sweet and just so troubling, and I don't even know how to begin to unpack that. It's like these last couple episodes have just added like a ton into the things, because like given like Monogatari in general, like a lot of the dialogue can be misleading. So when Araragi is saying like over and over like I don't love you, one day I will fall in love with someone other than you, one day I will fall in love for the first time with someone that is not you, it's like you kind of have to like read between the lines in it, like in context with the whole Nekomonogatari arc and what they went through in Kizu. It's like for him to make that decision is like, it's his path, man. He chose that, and that leads to later. But overall, that was awesome. That was fucking great, dude. I think the realization that like it was her consciousness that returned, like rather than the Sowari Neko just being outwardly and then reading her feelings on the inside, it was the opposite. Like it was her, but the Sowari Neko's influence. Like she was giving herself, like surrendering herself to the Sowari Neko. It wasn't like a possession against her. Like she that attuned, but she's just that fucking strong. And speaking of her strength, man, it's the idea of like, oh, Meme Oshino, he's so neutral, man. He is so neutral, which kind of made me reflect on my own feelings, because I feel like when I was and I don't mean to like disparage or patronize anyone that feels this way. Like this is just my own experience. Like for a long time, I took a kind of sense of pride in being able to be in the middle on things, like very centrist, like being able to assess both sides and make a decision. Because I'm really fucking open-minded to the point where I could, well, especially back then, I would consider everything, even if something was good and something was bad, like rather than define it in those terms, because usually there's a gray area in between, and I would love to explore that gray area. And normally that's true, like there is a gray area to explore, but at the end of the day, I feel like you have to choose, you have to make a decision, right? And you have to live with that decision. Like you can examine things from a distance, but you have to concretely do something, and usually that's going to have a negative consequence. But ultimately, hopefully you do that in a sense that you believe is good and that you agree with, and the outcome, you know, you just live with that, right? So when it comes to like viewing Hanekawa's home situation, and rather like okay, you can judge her parents for hitting her, which I do. But you can also, how Meme Oshino was like, you can consider their feelings too. Like you have someone who is so overtly like revealing what she said to her father when she was hit, like smiling and replying how she did. Like you shouldn't hit a girl, like just so how Meme Oshino said, so virtuous, so kind, so strong. Like he's like, I'm impressed they went that long without hitting her. Like just the idea that they were reminded of their own internal just vileness or evil within them, that it just made them lash out at her just because she is so overtly like her. That was a hell of a like thing for him to say. It's super in line with this character, but I thought that was really fucking interesting and a bit fucked up. But I mean, because on the side of that, I'm with Araragi in this thing. Like I don't think, you know, you don't kill the parents, but like I still feel like no, like she shouldn't have just been hit. Like I'm with her. I'm siding with her. I mean that's like an obvious thing, but it was so funny after that how he was like, I'm just guy who's hot for a cat girl in lingerie. Because that's the thing. Because like since the beginning of the episode and just overall, like he hasn't been able to say like his like feelings, whether for, I don't know, and then it led into the whole thing, like, I'm not gonna treat you like a victim, like it just like you don't view me with sympathy despite whatever I went through before, like back in Kizu. Like you didn't look down on me. You weren't like, it wasn't out of pity. You were there because you looked at me as an equal, and you cared for me for who I was. And so he showed that same thing to her, which is a very nice sentiment, and I really do like that. You know, the idea that, you know, it's like everything you've went through, like even your parents dying, your mother committing suicide, that's fucking awful. Everything you've gone through, you were just unlucky. And as much as you want to forget the past, you can't forget it. All you can do is accept it, and then that's it. Like we're fucked up, but that's okay. And things are gonna stay fucked up, but that's okay, you know? And you know, her final reply at the end, like, no, it's not okay. Because yeah, it's not, but at this point, when like with Hanekawa and Araragi, I think at the end of the day, it's easy just to say like how overwhelming. What is concretely true is it's overwhelmingly true that Araragi, more than the word love defines, cares for Hanekawa. Like he would die for her. Like he would do anything for her. But he's like, if only she would ask me for help, right? That's the mistake. Hanekawa obviously very much cares about Araragi. What we learned about her is she's not someone that really does things out of sympathy. Like we learned she was kind of like machine, like the facade of like goodness on the outside, you know, the mask thing, like with the whole cat. But we know like what she does truly feel is like how she feels about Araragi, and that's like just made manifest in the stress that she later develops in Nekomonogatari. So that is like something that is like, regardless of me trying to navigate all the nuances of their interactions, like that is something that remains true like throughout Monogatari. Like you see it in Bake, you see it in Nisei Monogatari. Even though at the end of Bake he still couldn't like give in to her because he loves Senjo, and I fucking respect that. Because he does love Senjo, he truly loves Senjo, and I still find it so heartbreakingly beautiful that Hanekawa taught him to care for people and thus later how to care for Senjo and then them falling in love. Like it's so tragic, but it's so beautiful too. It's just oh man, that ending hurts so good, you know. Black Hanekawa. So as Meme Oshino said, like as it was separating with her, like I think she was making like her wish, like it she took it into her, so thus creating a new demon, as Meme Oshino said, the Black Hanekawa, which the name didn't surprise me because I already knew the name. What's it called? I already knew the name from there's this bot on Discord. It's like just a waifu bot where you just roll for waifus, and I saw her name. I was like, oh, I know, it's like Hanekawa, and I got her. Not anymore because they reset it. Anyway, but it's cool seeing that the genesis of that, and now I can just openly say that. And it was Meme Oshino that named her. Araragi's like, man, you suck at names. I'm kind of skimming through at the end here just to make sure I don't miss too many things. So this idea that, like Araragi said, maybe Hanekawa was possessed by the demon called family. Now, I don't know if it means like because she suffers that she lacks it, which is absolutely true. Like she lacks a concrete like a feeling of family because her parents, like quote unquote parents, don't act like her family at all. She really doesn't have anyone she can call family. And what that makes me think of is like how she took in the Sawari Neko, like her wish, I guess, for a family. Like the Sawari Neko as an apparition inherently understands everything she feels, and as she surrenders herself to the Sawari Neko, can act on her behalf. And well, that was the impression before. We learned that wasn't the case, but you know what I'm saying? Like this entity that for the first time, like maybe she could consider family. Like I think it's really fucking sad, but at the same time, that's really like, that makes a lot of sense as far as like the attunement as well. How it got to that point, and that the fact that she, at that point when it was separating from her, how she took the Sawari Neko back in, you know, for that sense of the apparition called family, right? That is so insane. I miss what Araragi first said when we saw the helmet on Shinobu, which of course we see later she has in Bakemonogatari, and how he said, I can't pet her like that. Oh man, I mean, we didn't get those head pats in Bake. No. At least I don't remember. I don't know, man. I've been going through Monogatari. I haven't seen Bake since watching Nise, and then this, and Kizu as well. So yeah, I've been through a few Monogatari series since seeing Bake. I really want to go back and rewatch Bake, man, because I feel like, especially now, it's gonna be really fucking cool. Oh man, a rewatch of the complete series is gonna be so fun once I finally get through everything. But yeah, I don't know if there's too much else I want to say, but hopefully I at least scratched the surface of what was going on this episode. It was really cool seeing the Watari Kokoro, you know, from our dear Shinobu, formerly Kishot Heart Underblade, you know, so aptly named, just within her body, just finally took it out after all the prostrating, after all the begging, just finally just giving him like her ultimate weapon. Like that's a big fucking deal. And then at the end, still coming to save him, like saying like, I'm not gonna let you die. Like hell yeah, you know, because they need each other, like on a very deep level. They can't live without each other. So that was really awesome to see. And Araragi's plan, hiding it within his body, like knowing he was gonna get slashed, like knowing he was gonna be like gravely, mortally wounded, but that it would also get the apparition as she like slashed through his body. Brilliant, fucking brilliant. Such a risky move, man. Just that itself, you just see how far he's willing to go for her. Like that wasn't just talk, like he did it. And oh my god, I keep going back to like, you taught me how to care, because then you see like later, like how, like after, because he's been doing this for Hanekawa, and you see later how he just gets his ass kicked and his guts ripped out like by Kamboru later, right? It's like, oh my god. And then I don't know, I love that specifically so much, because that just encapsulates just such the bittersweetness of the outcome of this series, man. So yeah, at the end of the day, Araragi was definitely taught some good things, and you know, there's some things he's still yet to learn, but he certainly learned so much just from his interactions with Hanekawa, through Kizu, through Nekomonogatari. Fucking amazing. Hanekawa has been reset. She has become the new oddity, the Black Hanekawa, as Mimic calls it. Inevitably to be turned into it again, but she is, at least now, how she is as she was before, which is what Araragi wanted, like remain as you are, right? I guess that's it for now. You know, hopefully in all my just brain vomit, I was able to scratch the surface, as I said, of everything going on, and I think that's all to say for now. Okay, but as always, feel free to share anything you thought about this episode. I'm sure there's a ton of subtle things or just things in general to get into that maybe I didn't talk about, but as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Cleared another Monogatari series. I think the next one in the watch order is Monogatari's second season. I know the preview says something else, but I do know I think it's second season that's next. But I'll check my watch order list, my little image for that, and I guess next week we'll get to it, man. So once again, thank you so much for watching. If you want early access, if you want to see my next Monogatari reactions right now, check out my Patreon in the description, patreon.com/YORO for $5 to get early access to this series, Monogatari, and everything else I do. I post a schedule at the beginning of every week. If you want to see exactly how far ahead I am, you can check that for free, of course, if you just visit my page. But yeah, once again, just thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.